The Ozarks are a beautiful place by day, but when the sun sets and the waters rise, danger grows.
Yeah, we may want to walk the next one. It's getting really hard to tell how deep these are. Yeah, bud, I got it. I'll walk it. I've done some of these crossings 100 times, but at night, this is a whole different ball game. Oh boy, that was cold. It's pretty sketchy.
What's up, you guys? Caleb with Baker Overland here. We're in the garage. I'm here with the mighty Bop. Say, what's up, Bop?
I am 4 years old.
All right, she is 4 years old. We're getting packed up for an epic trip that I've been stoked about going on for a long time now. Now, two things about this trip. It is cold and it is going to be wet. Lots of rain in the forecast. We are officially into winter. Merry Christmas, by the way. And so, two products in particular that I'm going to bring on this trip that I haven't brought on some of the others. So in the winter, I always bring my diesel heater, which lives in that green Rome case. It's done okay. Last year, I had a lot of issues with it. And so Hcalory had been reaching out to me about trying out their new heater. And I said, you know what? I need a new heater. Let's do it. So right here, we have the new Hcalory diesel heater. Pretty simple product. You've got your exhaust hose, which I've wrapped in some heat protectant material just because I got little ones. And, this goes on the end of that. And then you have your fresh air intake hose, goes on the other side. So the plan eventually is going to be to mount this right here just when I'm going on trips. Reason being, I've got a handy dandy little plug right there.
I'm trying to get up.
For the heater. So I think that'll work good.
I know how to climb up here.
Oh, I know you do. The plan is to have a bracket there. My buddy Fletch did something like that on his extrusion, so I think I'm going to do something similar. But this is the maiden voyage, first trip I'm using this on, and we'll see how it goes. So that's the first product that I'm bringing. The second one is a product that I'm bringing because of all the rain. It's raining a lot. We're doing a lot of water crossings, and that means there's going to be lots of mud and water inside the truck, just getting in and out. I film these trips. I don't know if you knew that because you're watching this video, but I film these trips. And so I get in and out of the rig a lot. So the folks at Lasfit, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, they sent out these liners and asked me to test them out. I looked at them online, and at first I was thinking, I'm not really needing floor mats. But the more I looked at it, the more I thought, man, this is actually kind of perfect for this trip because just of the amount of water that is in the forecast. before we get going, hang on, Bob. I'm gonna show you how these things work. I just pulled the water out of the fridge. I wish there wasn't even carpet in these trucks, but there is. Hey, Lucy, I'm gonna let you do the honors. Yeah, Dad says okay, just a little bit. Oh, see how it contains it all in there? And now watch, she's gonna be pouring liquids in my truck all the time. When you can see in these clouds, it's gonna be a wet, rainy, cold, awesome trip. Let's freaking go. There's a glorious moment at the start of every trip. It's a feeling, like a subtle rush of adrenaline that hits me when the power lines and pavement turn to pine trees and dirt. It's knowing the adventure has begun. I picked up my buddy Michael and the two of us made our way west. We met up with three others, Brad, Craig, and Danny. The rain was a steady drizzle. Without an obvious downpour, it's easy to feel confident going into each water crossing. However, the Ozarks are literally characterized by steep hills, deep valleys, and narrow waterways. These geological features can amplify the speed and intensity of flash floods. Because the Ozarks often experience heavy rainfall, the ground can become saturated, especially after several days of consistent rain. When the soil is already wet, it can absorb additional water, which increases runoff into the rivers and streams. This runoff can cause rivers and creeks to swell quickly, flooding low-lying areas and even making previously safe camping sites or off-road trails impassable or dangerous. Places that were once accessible may turn into muddy, flood-prone areas. Vehicles can easily become bogged down. And if they're caught in rising waters, they can be swept away. I've seen it happen. But that wasn't enough to deter us. I could sense that there was a story out there, already written, just waiting to be found.
Man, it's getting pretty hard to tell how deep these are. With the sun going down, we may want to get out and walk the next one. Yeah, bud, I got it. I'll walk it. This water's moving fast. It's pushing my Jeep to the side. Hey, Brad, you got any more Christmas tree cakes? Guess it's true, not all heroes wear capes.
On most trips, we travel during the day in search of a great campsite. I typically don't enjoy setting up camp in the dark, so we plan accordingly. Earlier in the day, my trailer brakes went out. Due to the weight of the trailer, my already heavy truck, and the slippery conditions, I didn't feel safe without them. I decided to delay our start time to address the issue. The good news here is that I had the security of working brakes on this trip. The bad news, we were going to have to travel in the dark with several unpredictable water crossings between us and camp.
Hey, Caleb, can you even see that trail? Yeah, doing this at night, it's a whole different animal. This is, I've done some of these 100 times, but you really can't see your line, and it's pretty sketch.
Most of the crossings in this area are shallow and rocky. They pose little to no threat. The issue is when you lose sight of a trail's connection point on the land. If that happens, you can easily veer off track and end up in deep water. In daylight, it's almost impossible to do that. In nearly every instance I've seen it happen, it's been because the driver was fooling around and intentionally driving off the trail. But after the sun sets, in a region with virtually no light pollution, the only thing keeping you from taking a very cold and expensive bath is your truck lights and the moon.
Guys, I don't know. This is moving pretty quick. Oh man, that doesn't sound good. And with the trailer and all the weight, and it's just hard to tell depth. I don't know if it's worth trying to do this one. As dark as it is, walking across that water is probably not a good idea. Look how fast it's moving. So, we either cross here or we turn around. We could just camp right here. If that water comes up while we're sleeping, it's going to be bad fast. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. It's moving pretty quick. And you guys really want to risk it?
Staying put was dangerous, but so was this crossing. With no other real choice, we chose the safer line and entered the water. Few things are as life-giving and peaceful as water. And at the same time, few things are a greater threat.
They're not heavy enough.
The leaf springs are sharp, boys. This is the greatest lighting apparatus I've ever seen.
So, was it deer chili, peppers, and
All right, what we cooking, Brad?
We are cooking up some Alfredo pasta with some Cajun shrimp to go with our steaks tonight.
I don't know if the people knew that you were this fancy.
I'm pretty fancy. No.
You are. Where's the chef's hat?
Honestly, I went to chef school.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I did.
Incredible.
Yes, I went to it's not.
Is that where you learned about the Christmas tree cakes?
Yes.
We found us a camping spot. Got a little fire going. This is probably one of the more bougie camping dinners that I've ever had while I've been out. Danny's doing it right. What's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Show us what we got.
You got 2 ribeyes over here.
Oh, baby. See, this is how you do it. You find friends that'll cook you food, and then you just leech off of them. I'm not going to tell the story yet. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of something pretty cool. Never had it before. This is the infamous Blanton's. Of course, Buffalo Trace. Can't go wrong with the BT. But there's a pretty cool story with this that this guy is going to tell you about here in a minute. We'll let him eat his food, and then I'll be annoying with the camera, stick it in his face here in a second. But that is not all. Steak and potatoes is not all we're doing. We're doing more than that. So we showed you the turf, and now I'm going to show you the surf. What we got? Let me move my little mic over here. What are we doing over here?
We got some garlic Parmesan shrimp tonight to go with our steak. Yes.
Dude, see, the problem with this is you have now set the bar.
Yes.
And this is the expectation. So if you guys are watching this, if you want to camp with me, this is what has to happen. You have to make this type of food.
Yes.
And then if you want to camp with Brad, you also have to make him this type of food.
You just have to enjoy eating it.
Huh?
You just have to enjoy eating it.
Yeah, okay. See, so you're obviously going to camp with Brad, not me now.
Oh, no.
You want to get a start and finish?
Worth anything?
Bro. Y'all don't ever come eat with Brad. He can't cook. I don't even have a plate. I'm just going like Helen Keller style. I'm just eating off people's.
My knife is dull because I don't have a Pruitt knives available.
Well, we can fix that for you. I don't know if you noticed, but right over there, that was funny. Some people say that they hate when people make overland camping videos and they show cooking. That's like all I do. Like 10 minutes of wheeling, 30 minutes of eating camp food. I'm done with this camera now. I'm gonna go eat. Oh, baby.
Smelled it, yeah.
Okay, I told you guys that I was gonna tell you about this whiskey, and this is a freaking amazing story. So tell us what you told me earlier about this bottle.
Right, so Blanton's, anytime they bottle these, they'll put the warehouse location, the dump date, things like that on here. And just as being a weird little whiskey nerd that I am, whenever I'm at the store and see something that's got a dump date or a barrel date or anything like that, I like to find one that's got, if it has it, my birthday, my wife's birthday, anniversary, just something that's kind of cool. Christmas Day, I had a Christmas Eve bottle one time. It's kind of cool.
Cool.
So I was, when we decided to come out here, I was like, well, I'm going to bring a good bottle. This is kind of our Christmas trip and a little celebration. See if I have a date that has any type of connection with anyone. So I knew a few guys' birthdays, so I looked, didn't have a bottle like that. And I was like, well, I don't know Caleb's birthday. So let me go to his Facebook page, see if he posted it on there. And he asked to have it on there. So I was like, let me see, October the 13th. I don't know. So I started going through and looking through my list, and I was like, I've got an October 13th,
No,
2020,
freaking way.
barreled on his birthday 4 years ago. So this has been setting in this bottle for 4 years, waiting to be drank. And I think tonight, my first night camping with Caleb, is the perfect time to crack this joker open, smoke some cigars, and enjoy some fellowship around the fire.
First of all, and I want to say real quick, just so you guys know, like this is way too cool and nice for me. I said this earlier, but I'm the Vienna sausage guy. We're gonna bust this thing open though, and I'm sorry that it's gonna be wasted on me.
Hey,
but
no, it's
that's
never a
so
waste.
cool.
Good whiskey is meant to be drank with good people.
Love it, love it. All right, let's do it. Whiskey and cigars around a campfire. Sign me up. This is what I'm talking about. Relaxing in the great outdoors, telling tall tales, the jokes, the name calling. It all goes with the territory. It's a package deal, really, and there's nothing like it. Half these guys I've never camped with, and I already consider them to be brothers. That's just how this stuff works. I can't explain it, but the wild has a way of creating a real sense of camaraderie. Ask anyone who hunts, hikes, camps, any of it, and they'll tell you it's true. So, pour yourself a glass, stoke the fire, surround yourself with loved ones, and enjoy. Here's to brotherhood, the outdoors, and holiday cheer. Brad packed up and hit the road early in the morning. The rest of us took our time easing into the day and enjoyed the ghostly mist rising off the Piney. Craig planned to follow me out while Danny would head in the opposite direction, but for now, we just wanted to soak it in. Someone commented on one of my videos recently and said, no matter how many times I've been to these spots, I still love seeing them on these videos. Brother, I resonate with that 100%. Now listen, I enjoy seeing new places too, but beautiful spots that you've previously visited do not make them less beautiful on the next go, especially as the seasons change. Some of these locations take on a whole new look. There's a lot of places I'd like to travel, but the Ozarks will always be my home. So, to wrap this one up, let's enjoy the view and the blues. We hit pavement. Craig's over here airing up. He's gonna go south here on 21. We're gonna go north, back to Northwest Arkansas. This was a great trip. First time getting to camp with some of these guys. Shout out to Danny, Crayon Brotherhood, and shout out to Brad, Narwhal Adventures. I'll link their stuff down below. Make sure you follow them. Also, Michael Pruitt and Eyes of Valor. He was a huge help on this trip. A lot of the camera work that you've seen was done by him because I left my tripod, like a total noob, left my tripod at home. And Michael said, dude, I don't mind holding the camera. So we did a crash course training on how to do the shots the way that I wanted. He just knocked it out of the park. Absolutely great work. So shout out to him. And I'll link his stuff down below as well. But yeah, this is the last video that I'm probably going to drop, trip video that I'm going to drop before 2025. Merry Christmas to you guys. Hope that you get to spend time with friends and family, make lots of good memories. And I'm going to take a little bit of a break from camping and just soak up the time with my family. Thank you to the members, those of you guys that support and make this content possible. I couldn't do it without your help and without our sponsors' help as well. And so I really, really appreciate you guys. Throw your names right over here. If you would like to become a member and you aren't already part of the team, hit that join button here on YouTube. And I'd love to have you on board. More important than all of that, remember, the more you camp, the less deer and reindeer the aliens abduct. Merry Christmas.